Lay down a fat beat.
Daddy, chill.
That'll be the audio track. I'll fold it in later. My name is Jake, and I'm here to say I got a couple of homies. Let us show you the way to podcast stardom, to fortune, to fame. Turn up your speakers. You best remember the name. It is the Q to the U to the qualified nonsense. We digging deep in these subreddit concepts. Q to the U to the qualified nonsense. Please be kind when you're all up in the comments. Q to the U to the...
That night nonsense.
Qualified nonsense.
That's right. One more time. Q to the U to the...
Qualified
Qualified
nonsense.
nonsense.
Yeah. Well, anyway, my name's Jake.
I'm Brandon.
And I'm Matt.
And this is Qualified Nonsense.
You can scratch.
Man, I
Well-
was feeling that. I was feeling that. I was,
mean,
You just got
was-
a day job. You should
I
quit
was
it.
so white. Yeah, I know. Put in my notice. I finally got a job, and now I'm like, nah, I'm out. I'm also buy my record.
They're just holding you
Check
back.
out my my mixtape.
Your SoundCloud.
Oh yeah, SoundCloud. I remember. I feel like I don't know if they still do this in New York, but I feel like I must have gotten one of the final like people on the street being like, "Hey, check out my CD. It's great." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And I don't think that happens very much anymore.
I was just about to ask if you guys had that happen to you ever. Like, naively, I took one, and he's like, "Where you going?" I was like, "You gave me a CD." And it's like, "It's a donation of $20." I was like, "I'm not.
Here's the CD back.
I'll give you a follow on MySpace."
No, I don't think I didn't ever take. I was just like, "Oh, thanks, man. That's not my jam." And he's
I
like,
was like,
"All right,
first of all, sir, I've never paid $20 for a CD, period.
for anything."
Yeah. I'll go to Pirate Bay and find it if it's worth a
Yeah.
damn.
Exactly.
I mean, it's one thing if they're like actually performing on the street, you know, and they have like a little maybe like CD display or something.
Oh,
but
I've done that before.
But some
I-
guy's
I've-
like, take my word for it and give me money.
Yeah, no one like hawking on the street corner, but I've definitely like listened to street performers and then bought their, tape or album or whatever.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're wanting people to buy a CD, like at least give them a sample of something. It's not just like, I swear to God, there's music on here. I promise, there's music on. Like, you get in your car and it's just like a mixtape of.
I wish what's her face from New Orleans would have sold us a CD because we got the sample.
Could probably find it.
Kayla, I think, was her name.
Kayla.
All these years later, still remember.
I still remember.
Kayla, got me on my knees. Yeah, there was a guy when we were in Vegas last September. There was a guy who was just busking, but he did have CDs. It was outside of Park MGM, I think, but he was playing so loudly, like he was on a guitar, and it was so loud. It was like, I just want to get away from this guy as quickly as possible because it was so, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that was the subway too. People would be like, they wouldn't even be. I guess they would. There were like instruments, like small bands that would like jump onto the subway. And
That is
they
also
would
a
play,
very boomer
you know
thing
what?
to say. Like, I just wish it
However-
were quieter.
Except for when the mariachi guys came on, that was always the best. Like,
I mean,
I
can't do
probably
that
should have
quietly.
paid because of how much I enjoyed it, but I was like, people were like, "Oh God," I'm like, "Oh no," and I was like, because I love it. I love that.
We went to a concert last week. It was this small band that came up on my algorithm called The Crooked Stuff, and their build is like 70s disco punk. I don't know. I don't know if I would classify it as that. It's hard to it's kind of a hard thing to describe, but they came up. I really liked them. Found them on Spotify, and they had 549 monthly listeners at the time. I was like, let's go. I'm here for this. So we got a babysitter. We went down to Portland. We saw them, and it was in the basement of this spot called the Midnight, and it's like a gothic themed bar.
Ooh,
Super cool. But the basement is called the Six. That's the music venue, and sure enough, it's like this concrete room. And my wife was like, I forgot my earplugs, and she found at the bar that they were selling them, so she got a pair. And when we got home, I was just like, I can't hear anything. I cannot hear
just
anything.
tinnitus, like.
But it was pretty great.
Like just playing in an empty pool, basically.
It was a cool music venue. It was just, when you're that size, you can't put a whole emphasis on like noise dampening, and you're just trying to keep afloat and having bands come through. Also, the concert was somebody's birthday party. I felt like we were crashing somebody's birthday because it was literally 2 staff members' birthdays. And so like there were balloons around and stuff, but we bought tickets to go to this. And I was like, hi, Gwen. Hi, Rhea. I don't know who you are, but I'm here for these guys.
Well, that's how they could pay for their birthday party.
Exactly. How's your finger doing, Jake? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, in case you don't know, Jake smashed his finger.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's starting to come off now. There's like a gap between my. There's like a solid crevasse between where my cuticle should be and my nail. It's rough.
Pull it.
No.
Get a pair of pliers.
It's still intact enough that would hurt a lot, I think. But I did I show you guys the drill holes? They had like a mini soldering iron because
you did go to get it checked out.
So I did 5 days later, and Anna was like, my partner was like, you've got to get that fixed. Like you've got to get someone to look at it. And then the doctors, when I went in, the doctors were like, oh my God.
That's never a good sign.
They had like a single use, it was like a really skinny soldering. Should I not explain this, Matt?
No, go for it. I'm curious.
Matt's just going to mute his headphones.
Well, when that happened to my
just
thumb,
throwing up.
My wife said if you don't do that in the first like 24 hours, there's no guarantee that they'll get anything because it's going to all dry up. She's like,
mine wasn't.
Yours
mine wasn't dry.
Gross.
No. Yeah. Well, but it did take some. It took some milking to get it all out. They burnt 3 holes in my nail, and because it like the thing. Okay, so here's what happened.
Did that hurt?
I had the pushing it out part did. The burn didn't though, because it went through the nail and just like waited for there to be, like it didn't really touch skin. As soon as it touched skin, they stopped. And but what happened was I had a week off between jobs. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to get all these projects done. The first thing I do is smash my finger with a hammer. And like, I don't know, like I'm pretty precise. Like I'm handy. I do this sort of thing a lot. And I don't know if I was just not paying attention or what, but like full force, I smashed my middle finger. And it hurt. It hit so hard that the skin split on the other side. And it was bad. And anyway, I won't continue to be too graphic, except for the fact that it grew to be about twice the size of my other fingers. And then it didn't, like I thought it was going to go away. And I had only a week off, so I was like trying to get my stuff done while it was hurting. And so I didn't rest it, and I kept bopping it different places because it's surprising how much you use the middle finger, like just to like, I don't know, just to do everything. Like, and how not gentle we are with our hands. Like our hands do a lot of work, and they are normally just like able to take a beating, but not when they're injured. So anyway, it took me a long time to go to the doctor, but my partner finally was like, please, I don't want gangrene to set in. So
I had a dentist tell me one time that like there's a lot of things that she avoids doing because if she like messes up her hands, she can't work. And so she's like, basically like ruin her career if she were to be, like break her hand or whatever.
That's a really solid point. I mean, I was starting an IT job where I type a lot, and like typing really hurt, and so that was probably foolish of me. But
Yeah, my wife is a physician, and some of her colleagues are surgeons, and they can actually insure their limbs because
sure.
like if you have a yard accident and you cut off your hand, you can't effectively do your job, so you need to have some sort of fail-safe.
yeah.
Jake, for your job, can you get one of those like digital keyboards where it like projects onto your desk?
I'm sure I could. That would be a good workaround for that sort of thing.
Can you do it with like the blow stick and that? How people?
Yeah.
I've seen like
Yeah.
the quadriplegic gamers that like they have this like very elaborate stick they put in their mouth.
That they're able to manipulate and do a lot of computing stuff. Yeah,
Your partner would appreciate that later.
Hey yo, I've seen like coding like programmers do that also with a variety of different non-typing tools.
Just like Minority Report.
Yeah, there are some. I don't know. Do you guys get into keyboard?
Nope.
Nerdy keyboard stuff? There's a lot of really fun keyboards out there that are. It's like a whole. Of course, it's a whole hobby.
Nerd alert!
Yeah, big time nerd alert.
I know people get all into like the sounds. They get finicky with, like they want funky. I think we've talked about this before too.
There's all different switches and stuff, and there's like a fad right now for really creamy switches. They're like, ooh, that's so creamy, and they sound like goopy. Like when you type, it's like. It's weird.
You know what sucks is that there's somebody out there making a fuckload of money off of this, and we're just sitting here. I'm just sitting here like, fucking derpy nerds. Like who cares? Like I don't. Oh yeah. Oh, do you hear that? That's more on the. It's more tappy than clunky or creamy or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh wait, here we go.
We should do an ASMR episode now that we've all got good mics.
Can you
talk like this?
Can you get a keyboard that's like an old typewriter where it does make like the clicking like the
Yeah. There's ones that look like it, and there's also ones that have a. Oh, actually, you know what? There's one that the return button is the slide back. The the like what is that called? The return, I guess, is what it's called. The return. Yeah.
You can see where that just all clicked for you, right?
Yeah. No, I know. Well, return is on Macs. Enter is for Windows machines, but it doesn't matter. Anyway,
mine's just an arrow. Doesn't say enter
have
or
I
anything.
have I sent you guys? There's somebody that that made a keyboard that's all like each key is all waifu stuff, like Japanese like girls being like cute and stuff, and then every single character you type does a different like ooh or and it's so funny.
God, that would be
I'll
annoying.
find it. I'll send it to you guys. It's very funny. Not probably good
So
for
I mean,
the
if you
work
could type
environment.
100 words a minute, it'd just be like,
Yeah.
sound like some deaf person trying to sing the national anthem.
Do you guys remember? When Luke he like he made it so his Mac the sound of his Mac being turned off was like, no, don't turn me off. It's so cold when you leave. Do you guys remember that?
No.
He like
Didn't he
set
have
all
the-
these custom settings and it was so fucked up.
Didn't he have the When Harry Met Sally sound like of her faking the
he
orgasm
did.
in the diner?
That's right.
Like when he would turn on his computer.
Wait, you're no, it was when you plugged in a USB port.
Oh,
He was just ahead of the curve because people do
He's
that
just
stuff
ahead of
now
the
with their
curve.
Teslas and whatnot. Like I was at the
Oh.
gym today and somebody had the Imperial March when they reversed in their Tesla. And I was like, oh,
Oh,
Cool.
that's
Because
interesting.
it's May. I guess today is May
Yeah,
4th.
you can customize all that. I work with someone who has a Tesla, and as a team building, that's at my new job, and we did a team building thing that I was starting, take the team out, whatever, and everyone's leaving Top Golf. We went Top Golf, and then as we were leaving, he's like, oh, here's my car, and he had he like used his phone to have his Tesla come and pick him up at the front door. I was like, what the fuck? That's pretty bourgeois.
Does your car, Matt, your EV, does it, when you do go in reverse, does it make a different sound?
It makes a very just pretty
Like a loud
non-intrusive.
humming, kind of?
Yeah, it's like, oh. Yeah.
Yeah, mine does too. Not when it's like, you're in drive, but yeah, in reverse, it does, do this like, like sort of like weird, like humming noise.
Wait, Brandon, I didn't know you got an EV.
Yeah.
Which one did you get?
I have the Audi Q4.
Oh.
E-tron.
Ooh.
Well, I'm going to be
Bitch.
trading it in soon for a
Lamborghini
ID4. But, yeah.
Nice.
Brandon, you like to give me a hard time about my love for Hans Zimmer all the time, but this just so happened. It seems kind of kitschy, and I don't know why you would need a composer to do this, but he generated all the sounds for the i4 series that BMW made. They are pretty cool. Like, they sound uniquely different, but it's not, I don't know, it's not like it's not a big musical crescendo thing.
Sounds when you get in the car or start it up or whatever.
Yeah, but also when it's driving, because sport mode is a bit more engaging and active. It is kind of cool, but it wouldn't be like a wreck.
Man,
I don't know.
So
what
it's
a
not playing
payday.
like that kind of
Yeah.
exciting music. Like that music that plays when in the old DVD days when it was like, are you ready for a Fox DVD? And it was like,
Yeah. You wouldn't steal a car. So why steal a movie? Well,
Benny Hill music, that'd be good too. Like,
that would be kind of alarming to be walking down the street and some.
oh yeah, you'd be like, fuck, get off the sidewalk, we're gonna die.
I guess, yeah, if you can customize all of these sounds that cars make, that doesn't that almost seems like it makes them more dangerous, because if it's just normal sounds that you would hear out in the world, like music or whatever, especially if a vehicle's reversing, I don't know, that seems more dangerous.
Yeah, I saw somebody in a Tesla that changed theirs to say "bruh," the "bruh," as they were driving down, and it was I don't know.
Wait, what? Is it something that you can activate?
What they do is they put it on a flash drive, and there's a USB port in Teslas, and you can override the sounds and you can toggle them on and off. But you have to do it in a very specific way, and some people just figured it out, and they never actually blocked it, even though I'm pretty sure they could.
So
I can't do it in mine.
Sure. I wonder about that, because presumably with a reverse sound, that makes sense, because it's when you're in reverse, a sound is omitted. So I wonder if there's for it to play outside of the car, I wonder if there's a button or something that you can, or your turn signal.
I actually have seen that where there is a person who had they honked the horn, and it changed to the the TIE fighters firing the blue 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 blue.
Oh jeez.
I was like, I don't know. It's also more advanced and more
bitch,
effort.
get out
Yeah,
the way.
I mean, you could really do anything. It's more effort than I would be willing to put into it.
I remember an old friend of ours, Rob. He had he did some like custom. He showed it to me when I last saw him. He did some custom work to his wife's Subaru, I guess, and he put a MIDI track of I'm trying to remember what song it was, but basically he made it so that it wasn't anything fancy. It was the sound that your car makes when you leave your keys in the car, or you leave your lights on. Mm-hmm. It was that, but it was like a song, but like a 8-bit sort of song. So I was like, oh, that's kind of fun.
Nice.
I guess that was a number of years ago now, so it was well before all of this extra customization of your car.
Well, should we go download some fart sounds on a USB and go upload to our car?
Yeah,
cars.
Absolutely. I'll upload it to my 2009 Scion XP.
People still have those? Probably could. All right, let's get to some questions.
And welcome back. Feel free to drop us a line at qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or connect with us on our socials or find us over on our Discord server. If you or someone you know would make a great guest on a future episode of Qualified Nonsense, please let us know. Now's the time on the show where we take on Reddit's most pressing queries by finding the top trending questions and answering them here. The first one, I have my blinds in my room, like the sun is coming like right through the little holes in the blinds,
that.
like getting me right in the eye.
You're gonna get sunspots on your face.
Yeah, I'll have to.
You should try recording at 10 at night. It's not a big deal. Then
could block out the sun.
I thought your chair was sinking. But is your desk raising?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought your chair was going down.
I thought your chair was going down. For some reason, that was way funnier than your table going up.
All right.
I can play that game.
It does. Yeah, it does look like your chair is slowly sinking. Like the hydraulic is just losing pressure or whatever.
I guess you're fancy.
All right. Let's see. What should we go with? Let's go with.
Did we start the episode already?
See, I can't. Mine's not hydraulic based.
Like, it's just you look like you shit yourself and the floor came out.
Go.
This one comes to us from the subreddit Ask, just r/ask. Username YoohooSlut1. They add.
Gross. Like the drink? You?
I'm guessing. I'm just a slut
like
for
the
you.
drink
Slut for
watery
chocolate milk.
Chocolate. Well, it's not even milk. It's like chocolate water. Yeah.
I hope it's a really tame question.
No, I
I
think
was at
Matt
church
found
last
this one.
week, and
So they YoohooSlut1 asks, my boyfriend won't stop picking his nose and touching his crotch. Am I being dramatic? My boyfriend, male 29, and I, female 21, have been dating for about 7 months, and he can't stop picking his nose and putting his hand down his pants. It grosses me out so much, and he won't stop doing it. I've repeatedly asked him to stop, but he gets mad at me and accuses me of criticizing everything he does. Am I being dramatic, or does he need to knock this off?
First of all, more fish in the sea. Fucking go find somebody who doesn't grab their balls and pick their nose. And I pick my nose plenty.
I mean,
I got a bunch of bats in the cave.
You got a Al Bundy on your hand. It's one of the best husbands you could have. No peg.
Yeah, lock it down.
Married with children.
Yeah, marry a shoe salesman. And although I mean, they had a pretty big house, so peg didn't work as far as I know. So I think maybe he was doing okay.
selling all the shoes, or it was just a front because he was in the mafia, organized crime, shoe salesman.
Yeah, they are in Chicago. He could be a Chicago mob.
A made man. I don't know. Like asking someone to stop picking their nose is, I find the older you get. Well, okay. Yeah, in public around people, you should probably blow your nose. And if you notice that you got one, just excuse yourself, go to the bathroom. Like touching your crotch. Did they say she said putting his hands down his pants?
Yeah, putting his hands down his hand down his pants.
Going down your pants is a bit wild.
I've seen that, as in like I see mostly athletes do it with like sweatpants or like baggy sort of like athletic shorts, and I know what she's talking about. I don't know what that is. It's like people like
it almost seems like
kind
just
of
like
using it as a pocket or something.
Yeah, some sort of like nervous habit or something, or
I don't know what to do with my hands, so I'm going to grab my junk.
That's how I explain it to the officers as well. It's a nervous habit.
I won't
can't be
say
doing this in front of schools, sir.
But in when I did play high school football, there was a coach on the team who he would just stand around with like he had sweatpants on, and he would just stick like both hands like down the front of his pants, and just, like almost like he were like putting his hands in his pockets, but just like in the front.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from.
So, like, is there for some reason you think you're warming your hands?
I don't know. Like, why wouldn't you just put your hands in your pockets?
Well, you're in the locker room looking at minors. You should probably put your hands down your pants. Sandy High School represent.
Why use pockets when you have the front of your pants?
I mean, I guess it is warmer. Like your crotch is warmer than your hips or whatever.
I don't buy the warmth thing. I think it is some version of a nervous habit. Honestly, I'm sure there's something to be said about like weird masculinity something. I'm sure there's something weird there.
Like cultural influences, because that insinuates something probably more meaningful than it is. But cultural influences, like the music you listen to, or the people you hang around, or there's usually some like who put this when they started walking, who started doing the crit kind of thing. I don't know, and I'm not suggesting that those two are related. I'm just saying, there's certain demographics.
They got it from somewhere.
Yeah, like there's certain demographics of people that do that kind of stuff.
I mean, I've seen this sort of thing occur is with athletes being in athletic clothes all the time, and like maybe some of their clothes like don't have pockets. I don't know.
Yeah, but there should be no reason. If you're wearing athletic shorts or sweatpants, there should be no reason to have to adjust anything. It should be flowing.
I don't know, like quarterbacks.
It's not to adjust. I don't think it's to adjust. I think it's like the. It's like they probably Polly from The Sopranos always had his hands out front.
Yeah,
and that was sort of a nervous tick from prison or whatever was the story there. But like I think it's some version of comfort and or like not knowing what to do with your hands, and that being acceptable in some realm, probably athletic something or other.
Yeah, but when you don't know what to do with your hands and you catch yourself putting them down your pants and you're like, well, what now do I do? Better pick my nose. That's equally disgusting. Because then you're just scratching your junk.
So that's a good point.
It does, yeah, maybe it's just a nervous tick. Like there's not really like a logical reason for doing it. It's just something.
I feel like...
But if you're 29 and you're like, ooh, stop criticizing my behaviors. I don't know, dude. Fucking get your hands out of your pants. And use a tissue.
Like the picking your nose thing, like especially if if it's just like a quick like, oh, I feel a tickle or whatever, like that's one thing. But if you're just like always
Feel like
digging
digging
it,
for
like
gold.
wiping it on the couch or whatever, or on the bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like show some common courtesy.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes, yeah, there are times where, like, yeah, I don't know, you have something in your nose and like blowing your nose won't get it out.
Won't get it out, yeah.
And like
Yeah.
you just have
You
to
need to just get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've seen a lot more people lately picking their nose. For example, we were driving home the other night, and it was a person in like a commercially wrapped vehicle. I forget what it was. It was some sort of like construction sales thing, but the whole car was wrapped. And my wife looks over and is like, that guy is just like going to town. And he was. And we let him pass. And she's like, wait a minute. He's got a passenger. So we scream up to look over. And this dude is just like, they're driving. And he is just like going for it. He's like, and it might have been one of those instances that we happened to catch right then and there. But
Sure.
it looked like they were colleagues and not lovers or family.
So I will say also that depending on the environment that you're in will warrant more debris in your nose than others, like springtime. I don't know what it's doing for you guys, but there's a lot of pollen here and that's messing everybody up. And then also, depending on, Matt, your example, construction sites are gross places and there's debris everywhere all the time. And every time I've been in construction sites, I always am blowing my nose and having like soot come out.
smashing your finger.
You son of a bitch. Whenever I'm at a construction site, I like to smash at least one appendage.
Yeah, when we were in Arizona, I was getting solid nugs, in the desert. Just, I don't know how those people
Gross.
down there deal with it on a regular basis.
Now
Did
that
you
we're
guys
talking about it,
ever-
I feel like a lot of stuff in my nose. I want to go to town.
Did you guys, since you both have had babies, did you ever use those snot sucker things?
Yeah.
So we actually had one that we used our mouth on.
yeah.
Ooh. Is it like trying to siphon gasoline and you just go a little too
Here's-
far and you
here's
get some
the
in your
thing.
mouth?
The first, Jake, I don't know if you ever used that one. The first couple times, like I used it. I did and I was like, all right, I needed to use it without like inhaling. I need to like just suck instead of like take a breath in. But there's a filter in it where nothing can get past. There is something oddly satisfying about it. Like when you have a really sick baby and you get this like this plug that comes up. It never makes it all the way up because it's it comes into a syringe and this string is so long, like it's never getting anywhere.
We've all
It is
seen
objectively gross to think about sucking, like siphoning boogers out of your baby's nose. But like when you get that plug out of there, you look at it, you're like, my God. And then your baby's like, thanks. After they were just screaming.
No, it's super satisfying. I've done the same thing. Although when you just said that about filters, we've all seen the demonstrations of like filters from cigarettes after you've smoked them. So like, how much are they doing?
Oh yeah, it's a filter that's like, it looks like a handful of pubes just put together. It's not really a filter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It's just to prevent like large items continuing up the tube. But no, I've definitely done that.
Just so no rocks get in there.
Brandon, your face.
Because the little bulb
priceless.
ones that they give you, it just doesn't cut it because you have to have that suction to get it out.
Yeah.
Those bulb ones, is there a way to clean them out or do you just throw them away after?
Soap and water.
You're supposed to be able to clean them out, but they get gross fast.
It'd be
It
cool
seems
to
like
cut one open after a while.
It'd be like a good breeding ground for bacteria. And if you're like shooting it up your baby's nose.
Have you ever seen? Well, that's the thing. You don't. You expel the air before you put it up in their nose, and then they. But you're right. I had that same thought. I was like, ooh, these are gross.
Brandon, next time you get a really bad runny nose, you should have your wife try to suck it. You'll see. You'll see exactly.
Oh, so that's what I was gonna say. My wife, she tried. There was a handful of times where she was
On
like,
you?
I'll take it. Like, no, not on me,
Oh.
on the kids. And she would go, I can't do this. And then she'd have to tap me in.
It's
She's
strange the things that parents are like. I was changing my oldest's diapers with gloves for a brief minute because I was just like, I don't want poop on my hands.
Oh, I remember that.
You know,
I
like
remember you
my
saying that.
brother and his wife both have this really strange aversion to teeth. So it's like, you know, I have a niece that's starting to lose teeth, and they're like, she's on her own. She's on her own. I can't do it. I was like, "Oh, okay."
What? That's pretty funny.
It is, yeah, like yeah, it is. I mean, I have never had a child, but
That you know of.
like having pets, like I don't know, like picking up their poop or dealing with their puke or whatever. It's just something you, I don't know, just compartmentalize in your brain. That if it were, you know, somebody else, like like a stranger or whatever, like you wouldn't like deal
Yeah.
with their snot and puke and poop and pee and all that. And but
You wouldn't
yeah,
get a
when
bag and grab a little turd hanging off of their butt when they can't shake it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's
But
kind of
when it's
interesting.
family, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Yeah. No,
I'm all up in that shit.
It is. That's a really good point. There's a whole section of the internet dedicated to babies having the best time ever, and then out of nowhere throwing up on the face of whoever is like having fun with them. Like babies are notorious for being like, da la 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 la, blah, like out of nowhere. It's always shocking. But yeah, I've been.
There
I've had
was
the
a
worst.
trend going around on the internet of like partners that were hanging out on the couch, and they would take swigs full of milk, and they would just be like hugging on their partner, like what the fuck? He's
Yeah,
like, nope, you're not ready for a
preparing
kid yet.
Yeah,
You're not ready for it.
I saw that too. That was pretty good.
Well, I don't know. Like, would you guys, if you were, you know, obviously if it were your baby, you would probably be fine with it. But if you were holding someone else's baby and it puked on you,
Throw it,
would that?
drop it.
No, I mean, yes, it is gross. It also depends on how close I am to a change of clothes, because like whatever. That's the thing. Having been through it with my kids, I'm just like, they have zero control. And
I will say
I don't
there's-
hold any ill will.
There is a line. I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I'm going to.
Nice. It's okay.
So
It's only
my-
on the internet.
My wife is a physician, and there was a point early on in our marriage that I had something going on that I couldn't see the area of, and I had to like bend over and ask her if she could look at it. And there was a bit of let's not do that again. It's like just go
Yeah.
to, if you feel like just go to the urgent care. That's fine. You can do that.
Yeah. Go to another doctor.
So when you say like, I don't know, but if it's family, I still think there's probably some lines that should be drawn.
I like that that was your you were just testing the water for how intimate you could be. You're like, all right, I guess that's where we're drawing the line.
Oh, I thought you'd be impressed I could put my legs behind my head.
Babe, I've been going to yoga for this. For
You said we need
for
to work on
us.
intimacy. Yeah.
Anyway, what are some of the top answers?
say? Yeah, were they just like, no, fuck that guy?
Let's see. So I mean, she does end this by saying TLDR, boyfriend won't stop picking his nose and touching his crotch. And the top answer is, love the TLDR for this reasonably sized text post.
Wait, what does TLDR mean?
Too long.
Too
didn't
long,
read.
didn't
Oh,
It's basically, just a
do
summary.
do.
Oftentimes they're at the front of an email that's like a novel of like a bunch of bullet points, or like an SOP. That's where you find them. Where it's like, hey, this is the, like, if you've already been through it and you just want to get the highlights, read that.
So this person says, wait, is this one action like he's picked a booger and now he's wiping it on his dick, or is it two separate complaints?
Exactly. See, that's a fair.
Or in the opposite direction, he's grabbing his junk and then smelling his business, but then also while he's up there picking his nose.
You know what? I'm pretty confident is also another thing that people
smell
do.
anything. I better take some stuff out.
Get up there.
Nope, still don't have COVID. I can smell that.
Vinegary.
Like people picking their belly buttons. Like that also, I don't know. I have a thing about my belly button. I don't like it being touched. But like I think it's kind of weird and gross. Like a little, that must be a nervous, like a, I don't know, just kind of like biting your nails kind of a thing.
Our friend who's a patron did that for shits and giggles in high school a lot.
Picked his belly button?
Didn't he? Wouldn't he like play with it?
I don't know.
Just to be uncomfortable. I think he just did that to make other people
I
uncomfortable.
don't like it.
Which he was successful at.
Yeah, there's somebody at the local tap room that I go to, and they like, when you're sitting in the chairs, they're elevated. Like they'll come around and they'll like he pats the guys on their side. It's borderline too much, but like he can find belly buttons, and I'm just
no.
He touches your midsection.
So you know when you're sitting in a chair, like he'll kind of like going like this. He'll come around and just be like, later guys. And sometimes
That's a different location than your belly button.
If this person had been there for 3 or 4 hours, he gets cozy.
I mean, I don't know that. Yeah, I would be like patting people on the belly to.
Exactly.
Bye, guys.
I did tell myself once. I had watched this.
That's a good buy.
Except he puts his finger in your mouth.
Also, like sitting at a bar for a long time, it's like a little salty, a little wet.
Piece of gum on the end of it. I did tell myself at one point, I watched this thing about the haka and people in New Zealand, and you know how the Maoris greet hi and say goodbye, like they touch foreheads. I thought about it, I was like, I'm gonna try to start this. And I like
no warning,
like
you're gonna get knocked out.
I like immediately chickened out. I was like, here we go. And it was like, no. It was like,
So Matt's just walking into the bar going, Gets the cops called on him.
People are like, oh man, bath salts are back in.
trying to order a Pilsner. Where have you been today, man? I don't think I can serve you.
Oh man, that's
This person says, I'd say it's normal when he's alone, but I wouldn't do it with others around. So
I get it. I pick my nose a lot more when I'm by myself. Everybody does their own like weird things when they're by themselves.
yeah.
yeah, and maybe, I mean, she could take it as a compliment that he's like comfortable enough to do these things around her.
He's like, "What, babe? I'm comfortable around you." Flick.
Hotboxing the covers. Just comfortable around you, babe.
This person says, bottom line, you're not going to retrain a man that's almost 30. If it's a deal breaker, leave. Otherwise, leave him alone.
He
Nice.
created
Cut
a
and
separate
dry.
profile just to write that.
Yeah.
He commented himself. All right,
I mean,
should we
like,
get another question?
Getting defensive about it, yeah. Anyway, yeah. Let's see.
Like, you don't do any gross things. Like, you brush
you have
your...
a period.
You bleed for a whole week and don't do anything about it. Ew.
Tomato, tomato.
All right, this one's from the No Stupid Questions subreddit, username KookyOil4398. The headline is Coworker Situation. What does this mean? So today, like any normal day, I'm at work and I'm coming back from my lunch, and one of my coworkers, who has her locker a few spots down from me, starts a conversation. We happen to talk about her relationship and if she doesn't know if she wants out or not. But she has her name on the lease, and that makes it complicated and whatnot. Nothing wrong here, just a conversation. Then she says, but the sex is really good. Want to see? I'm startled at first, trying to process what she was referring to. What she was referring to see. I, out of curiosity, say, sure. See what? And she then proceeds to show me 2 videos of her having sex with her boyfriend. Mind you, the images and videos were doggy and reverse cowgirl showing her nice figure. I don't know what to think of it and why she would show me this very personal encounter. We aren't that close, and I don't know what to do with that information or imaging of her. Now I can't seem to see her without thinking of her sexually. Can somebody rationalize or explain her possible intentions or a similar experience that one of you Redditors have had similar, and how you went about it? Just a wild, crazy, random moment. Appreciate the input in advance. We had kind of a similar question to this a while ago about a coworker sharing nudes.
Like oversharing.
I mean, first of all, this person did walk into it. Like, what do you think somebody means by, like, saying, quote unquote, the sex is great, do you want to see? What do you think you're gonna see?
I mean,
also,
in their
it sounds
defense,
like he saw a couple videos, like, so he had time to be like, okay, what else you got? And like,
well,
I don't want to see that one. Show me the other one.
In their defense, especially in a work situation, like, you may like super not expect that, and then also, like, I can't tell you how many times I've been in situations where, and nothing like explicit like this, but like someone's like, hey, do you want to know about this thing that I have zero interest in? But I'm like, okay, sure. Or even that, like, I'm sort of like not even tuned into what they're talking about. Like, yeah, okay. I feel like that's all too common. That said, this situation seems kind of.
I was initially assuming the person who posted this, their gender was a male, but it could be a female, which it could be a woman, which would maybe change it a little bit. But like they talk about having
like
lockers next to each other. I don't know.
Better level of comfortability, like female to female understanding.
If you work at Lowe's, you have lockers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, or like Amazon warehouse or something.
Right. It could be anybody.
I would say, if nothing else, the what you should take away from this is maybe be careful what you engage with people, right? That's a learning lesson for you to say, now you're struggling with all these things that you saw. You could have said, no, I'm not comfortable with that. No, I don't want to see.
Well, and could this person hold that over your head and be like, hey, this coworker forced me to show them private videos or whatever, like just a retaliation kind of thing?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the thing, so at the end of the day, I think the, what do you call original OP?
Mm-hmm.
OP said, like, why do you think this happened? And I think it was for attention. If they're the type of person who video records them having sex, they're in a couple relationship that is okay with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. But having that sort of like readily available on their phone, that's like an attention grabbing sort of like shock value. You know, I think the person probably gets off to a degree in being sort of
I mean, they're clearly an exhibitionist.
Yeah. especially since they're not that
I would be curious
close,
if there was any
like, personally.
any follow up from the Ask E. If there was like, oh, I'm sorry, did that make you uncomfortable, or what did you think, or I'd be curious if there was any further engagement on that side, and how that person reacted. Do you just walk away and be like, huh?
I mean, they ultimately ask, what does this mean? It could just mean, they are looking for attention at best. At worst, it could mean that they're like mentally ill.
I mean,
Well,
or the fact they're just on a different playing field than you are, right? They're more open.
Or they maybe misjudged their relationship
Yeah.
to you, that they
plenty of
maybe
people
thought
like that.
that you had a closer relationship than you actually do. Like people spend most of their time at work, and like the only people outside of their, immediate households that they interact with are work colleagues. So maybe this person just felt like
emboldened and
like that. Hey, we're together 8 hours. Like, we may not hang out outside of work, but we're cordial or whatever. So that means we're friends.
it is strange. Like when you work with people very closely, I think it probably is really easy, especially if you're in. I find that especially if you're in like an environment that is pretty casual and also difficult, it's easy to sort of blur the lines between like what's appropriate sort of work banter and because basically like it starts with like complaining about work, right? Or complaining about a bad situation, or complaining about a manager, which we all have had experience in some capacity. And usually that's like the bridge between talking about work stuff and talking about other gripes that you have, like in perhaps personal life. And then it's sort of like a big gray area of like what people feel comfortable talking to. And like, like what you said, Brandon, like feeling more comfortable than is what is actually warranted.
Or to get them to go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say it sounds like with the locker thing, it makes me think that maybe this is like they work in like a blue collar sort of field, and like blue collar work is generally a lot more like the language and everything is a lot less police than like in an office sort of like white collar environment, and
there isn't as much sexual harassment training how not to sexually harass.
I mean, like, people in trades and blue collar profession. I mean, I'm not like saying this to be like, oh, they're whatever. Like I've worked blue collar jobs before, and it is just like
it's a little more rougher
around the edges, and like, people are like they speak more freely than in. I mean, I don't know if like. I mean, I've never had like somebody show me like their amateur porn videos or anything that they made, but like,
really? Okay.
Man, I wish I had the confidence to record myself. Like, I would never want to. I mean, clearly, but like, I wish I had that level of confidence to be like, yeah, this is me fucking. And it's awesome.
I was going to suggest...
Like, that would never cross my mind as being a good idea at all.
Like, this person, if they ever encounter that again, should always keep something of themselves on their phone that, like, will actively scare the other person away. Like, oh, yeah, that's cool. Want to see me? And they're just like... He's like, oh, no, okay. Oh, are we not friends like that? Sorry.
I do wonder, like, is the people who do enjoy filming themselves, like, if you're not distributing it on the internet or whatever to other people, like, do you just watch it yourself, or is it like a?
I think it's the excitement of actually just filming it. Period.
Yeah, it's like taboo in itself, so that's sort of exciting. I've talked to couples that have sent spicy pictures and videos of themselves like to each other as a way to sort of like, I don't know, flirt or something. And
I don't know,
yeah,
like
I don't
flirt
know.
or something.
Well, no, like
Nudity.
that's my yeah, that's my point though. Like I don't know what it is. Like but I think it goes back to that sort of taboo. Ooh,
I just
scandalous
film
sort of
myself
thing.
with my morning routine, getting out of the shower and like shaking like a dog, like making my
It's
coffee
like,
in the buff.
Your wife's like, also go see a doctor for that.
The the top answer here is, hey man, this chick will fuck your life up. Just be casual and cool around her, but do not try to hang out or fuck this chick. Red flags everywhere.
This chick will fuck your life up. I mean, that's a good point.
That's
I like.
that's a very good point.
I think that, regardless of gender, I think there's probably an element to which she was sharing to be an exhibitionist, but also to sort of show off. And maybe they were also like dialing in on cues, because the OP said that they're like, now I can't stop thinking of them sexually. It's like, all right, OP, chill out, take a cold shower.
Also, like, how else are you gonna think of them now? That's pretty shocking. I mean, if you saw them, if like, hey, you want to see me like kill a kitten, you would still say like, no matter what, that's all I can picture you as, because they're showing you this like very intense scene.
In both cases, I'd be like, but why did you choose those drapes for that room?
But
Should
then
wash your
also, like,
sheets.
yeah, like if, I mean, if this person is considering dating this coworker, like, if she's just willy nilly showing other people that this sensitive information about you potentially, like, how would that make you feel? Like if you were the boyfriend.
Yeah, but so think about this though, and I don't know, I think I can speak for all of us. We've all been in situations where there's like a quick flash of in the pan of rational, like, oh yeah, that's the rational thing to do. But like there's like the fun, sexy, ooh side, right? The interest.
The what if?
Like I get it. I also get the interest. I get
Someone
that part
asked,
of it.
scale of 1 to 10, how hot is this red flag? And the OP replies saying, not hot enough for this headache. So,
There you go. They
There
at
you
least
go.
recognize it.
yeah. This person says, people like these seek happiness in things that are not right, and if you go near them, they will hold you and take you down along with them. Stay away. Be subtle about it. Don't make it obvious or chances of hurting you.
Invite them to a
so
Bible study.
I do want to. I would be cautious of making those rationales, because this person like legitimately might be into this individual. We don't like. There's context we don't know about, like relationship statuses or how they know each other. We don't even know their gender. Not that it matters, but I guess it could be construed as like a sexual come on. But I don't know. Sure, it's an aggressive approach to something, absolutely, but I don't think it's one of those like it's automatically a red flag and she's going to destroy your life. Maybe
This
that's what you're
person's
looking
really?
for.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like
disagree.
This is pretty...
Pump and dump.
See?
I feel like it comes with an I disagree.
He's just saying what we're all thinking. I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, a lot of these are like people say, like, basically leave this coworker alone, and all that.
Yeah, just the fact alone that you're coworkers is enough of a reason to not lose your job over.
I mean, that's a really good point.
But again,
How bad do you
Yeah.
need this job?
pump and dump, man.
Yeah, this person says could be anything and only she knows. Maybe she's just done with the relationship and self-sabotaging in a shitty way. Maybe she's into you. Maybe she's acting inappropriately because of stress from the relationship trouble / mental health issues.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah. All too possible.
Oh.
Anyway,
well,
you guys want to see a video? Let me share my screen.
This clears up the OP replied to that one that I just read. They said, thanks for the response. Well, like I said, I don't know her very well and felt like this conversation did not have to go there unless she wanted to. I don't want to assume she's into me, but then again, why would she just randomly show me this personal act? Knowing I'm a straight man, so that clears it up. Anyway, like I said, I appreciate the discourse. So
I would say take it as a compliment and walk away. Just walk
the
away.
Fuck away. Yeah.
say, hey, can you send me that really quick? And then, just never talk to her again.
I just want to see it on a bigger screen. Well, boys.
All right. Well,
I mean, I feel like that's an episode.
yeah,
Well,
everybody's problems have been solved, and
gosh, we're just
Advice
doing
has
God's
been
work out
dispensed.
here. This is
Boogers, crotch, and sex videos.
that's why you come here. We've got the good stuff.
Maybe she's just trying to get people to like link up to her OnlyFans or something, or Patreon. That's what we should do.
I mean, true. If she's just trying to turn a buck, good on her.
Yeah.
That the hustle is real.
yeah, this is the free preview. Like, everything else from here
Yeah,
on out
guys,
is
we
Everything
just
else
need
is
to
up
walk
to you.
around
$10 a
with
month.
pictures of our buttholes with QR codes over it to sign up on our QR.
That would be
sign
so
up on our Patreon.
shocking.
Want to see more?
Got it. We have to adjust the color too, like so that people go, what is that? They have to get really close and they go, oh, come on.
Want to ditch the
Okay,
watermark?
I'll sign up. All right. Well, thank you all for listening, and thank you to our loyal patrons for supporting the show. If you haven't already, head over to Patreon at patreon.com/qualifiednonsense to show your support and catch some exclusive content, including our new show, Qualified Nonsense After Dark. Watch us over on YouTube.
Spicier
at YouTube.
than this? Wow.
We'll show you something.
Watch us over. Yeah, I guess this episode was kind of dirty. But watch us over on YouTube
Dirty.
at youtube.com/@qualifiednonsense. Also, feel free to send any questions or comments to qualifiednonsense@gmail.com or hit us up on our socials or on our Discord found in the episode description. After you've done all that, please also rate, review, share, like, and subscribe on your podcast app of choice. We'll see you back here for another. We'll see you back here next week for another brand new episode of Qualified Nonsense.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.